Welcome back to the Sea Champagne Radio Show. Welcome back, I Love Music Army. Welcome back, Billy Joel fans. Yes, we're going to talk about this thing that Billy Joel said about his new album here. Which I found very interesting. We're glad to have you join us here. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that. But let's get to the Billy Joel thing, what he said recently in an interview about his upcoming album, okay? And that is, he's not going to make it. He's not making an album. He's not. First off, he said the only people that make new albums these days are Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo. And I can relate to that, and I perfectly can understand that. But here's another thing that Billy Joel said, because he had a lot to say in this latest interview about why he didn't want to make the album. He said when he goes to make an album, he is attacked by an 88-tooth monster, and it just grinds him and beats him up, and it's a fight, and he doesn't want to go through that fight again. Now, I will say this. He did not say he wouldn't make new songs. He just said he would not make a new album. Now, there's a difference between an album and a song, plus the fact that most people aren't buying albums today anyways. They just hear the single, they buy the single, whatever, download the song off iTunes or wherever they're getting it from. Oh, they watch it on YouTube or whatever the situation is, but they're not buying albums for the most part. They're just not. So I can definitely understand where he's coming from, but he also had some other things to say because, he had that debacle at the Grammys. I didn't see it, but, they apparently had some kind of technical issue while he was playing Piano Man. He got cut off. And he talked about that, and he said today, when it comes to music on television and things like this, or people with television in general, and I found this so true because I know 100 people just like it. You might even be one of them. Big screen, 65, 70, 75, 80-inch TV, big screen, little speaker. So it shows you that the visual is more important than the sound coming out. Now, the truth of the matter is that people have always heard music with their eyes. They've always heard music with their eyes. I'll get into that in just a second, but let's get back to Billy Joel because that statement is true. Now, a lot of people, they get a sound bar or something. Oh, that's okay. But for me, I hook my TV up to, big sound in the house. I want big sound. If I'm watching videos, if I'm doing something, I want that big sound. Even if I'm watching a movie, because, when something blows up, I want it to blow up. So maybe that you're like that too. That's why we have a comment section down there. What do you think about what Billy Joel had to say about him just maybe releasing songs, not albums? What are your thoughts on the visualizations versus the audio? Are you the person that has the big screen and has a little speaker? Some people are like that. Maybe that's the way that it is for you. So, or you're watching a PC with, or watching things on a laptop or your phone, no big sound, just, little sound coming out. So that's what we have a comment section here. And getting back real fast before we leave with that people hear music with their eyes thing, it's true. When you go to a Pink Floyd show, think about it. As great as Pink Floyd is, or Rush, when they were around, as great as those two bands are, you remember those lights, that visualization, because a lot of Pink Floyd stuff, let's face it, it's very slow. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Pink Floyd is one of the best rock and roll bands of all time. There's no question about that. But those visualizations really helped them out. You look at another band that had a lot of visualizations, Rush, with just so many bands. And not only, we're talking visualizations. What about the outfits they wore? Pyrotechnics. Journey was the first band to use intelligent lighting. They had so many things. It was all about the presentation. So, I do believe that people actually, enjoy things better, see it, hear it. But a lot of people these days with those big TVs, they just see it and they don't hear it. Comments. Your comments. I read every single one. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Help our reach our first milestone, which is 10,000 subscribers. We want you to be a part of the I Love Music Army, our internet musical global family of friends. We got live shows coming up right here on YouTube. I interact with everybody. I love interacting, and I will never stop. You have my word on that from the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Until next time, though, we got to pay some bills. We got great videos coming out this weekend. Pay attention, subscribe. You don't want to miss these, because if you're a musician, you're in the music business, these are going to give you some valuable insight on some stuff that's happening right now in the music world. So, until then, from the Steve Champagne Radio Show, we bid you farewell, adieu. We'll see you real soon.